Dear children, this is Janet. We are learning about separation of substances. In this video, we are going to learn about evaporation and condensation. Evaporation. We know that the process in which a liquid changes into a gas is called evaporation. Evaporation is also a separation method used to separate a solid from liquid. For example, take a glass of water, add 2 spoons of salt, mix it well. The salt gets completely dissolved in the water. Now, can you filter the salt from water using a strainer? No. Can you use sedimentation and decantation method to separate salt and water? No. Then how can we separate the salt mixed in the water? Here, evaporation method is used. If the mixture is heated, the liquid part of the mixture evaporates, leaving the solid behind. Actually, there is a difference between boiling and evaporation. In boiling, liquid changes into gas on heating. In evaporation, the liquid changes into gas without heating, but the process is slow compared to that of boiling. For example, your wet cloth may take 4 to 5 hours to dry if it is spread inside your home, but it takes half an hour to dry if it is spread in the sunlight. The process of evaporation takes place in all temperatures, but the process can be made faster by applying heat. A very good example for evaporation is obtaining salt from seawater. Seawater has salt dissolved in it. The seawater is collected in shallow pits and allowed to stand. The sun's heat evaporates the water, leaving behind the salt. Then the salt is collected and purified. Next is condensation. Condensation is a process in which gas changes into a liquid. Let me explain you with an example. Take some ice cubes in a glass and add water to it. After some time, you will see some misty layer of water drops on the outer layer of the glass. How does it happen? We know that air contains water vapor. When water vapor in the air hits the cold surface of the glass, changes into water so that the water droplets are formed. Condensation is just opposite of evaporation. You would have seen some water droplets on the plants during winter in the morning. In the winter, due to the cold weather, the water vapor in the air condenses to form its liquid form called dew. Condensation happens only when water vapor hits a cold surface. We can separate both water and salt from salt water using evaporation and condensation methods. Take salt water in a kettle and heat it over the burner. After some time, steam comes out of the spout of the kettle. Hold a metal plate above the spout of the kettle. When the steam touches the cold surface of the plate, it condenses and changes into water droplets. Collect the falling water drops in the container. Heat the salt water in the kettle until all the water has boiled off. You can observe the salt is left behind in the kettle and the water is collected in the container. So, using the process of evaporation and condensation, salt and water is separated from the salt water. So far, we have studied the separation techniques like evaporation and condensation are used to extract the liquid and the soluble solid substance from a solution. Let us continue in our next video. Thank you.